All right, this continues our section 4.1 material, and we are doing translation problems, and after we translate we will simplify. I'm going to go through and I'm going to translate them all first and then we will simplify them. So we'll start with example 14, part A, the sum of 20 and a number. So I'm going to circle my operator, join it with the and, underline the two things that are being joined, and I'm going to do that. So the sum of 20 and a number looks like 20 plus x, and then there's a comma which signifies parentheses, and that's multiplied by 9. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the 9 over here, and so that's my translation, the multiplied by the number 9. All right, going on to part B. It says 3/4 of a number, so 3/4 of a number, and so those signify multiplication. And then it says subtracted from, so that's going to reverse the order of, so I'm going to put the 3/4 times my number over here, and then I'm going to put the subtraction, and then what is it subtracted from? We have 1/2 the difference of, so 1/2 and the difference of mean that we have multiplication going on, so 1/2 times, and then we have some difference, and that difference of 12 and the number, and difference of, remember, is subtraction that comes in the order that we see the numbers written, so 12 minus x, and so there we go on that translation. We have the only thing I have left out here is the fact that we're going to let our x be equal to our number in each and every case. You always should define that. All right, now let's go on to the part C here. In part C, we have 7 more than twice, and remember that twice is a special operator, 2 times, so twice, and then the sum of this thing and this thing, so those things are being added up, so it's 7 more than, so I'm going to be adding 7 to something, and that something is twice the sum of, so the 2 and then the parentheses, you see the circles right on top of each other meaning parentheses, and we're adding that number x that we've already defined, and 9, and so there's our translation. Okay, in our next one we have the sum of, there's my operator, and I need the and to go along with that, so there it is, and we have 3 times a number. Oops, I forgot the s. 3 times a number, so this means 3 multiplied by the number. So we're going to be adding 3 times the number, and the thing that follows the and is -2, so plus -2. Do not make that a subtraction problem. Translate it directly. And then the comma signifying that that has parentheses around it, and then that's increased by, and so that thing is getting added to twice the number. So that means 2 times the number, and we have unspoken parentheses when we write a 2 next to the x. And finally, our last one here, we have the sum of 2, comma, 3 times a number, comma, -9, and the product of. Well, this sum of, and these commas right here, each and every one of these commas are actually ands. So it says the sum of 2 and 3 times a number and -9 and each time I came across a comma, which is an unspoken and, I put in a plus sign because we're doing sums. And what are we doing then? Oh, it's the product of 4 and the number. And so there we go. There's our direct translation. So those are the translations, and now in the next video I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to simplify each of them. I would recommend that you go and try to simplify each of them on your own and then check and see if you've done that correctly.